And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
From the shotgun, Boykin. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. What? 90. Ohio.
On second down, here's Boykin. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll throw on first with Boykin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Smelter, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, Red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Let's go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio!
Boykin on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Here is Boykin. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go! Ohio!
Now Boykin on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Here we go!
On second down, it's Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. But the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Boykin. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's go! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Final play of the half for Boykin. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wade. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Lets it go for Nelson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because
now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From midfield now, Boykin. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Boykin. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A gain of 3, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wade. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back to throw now on first down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at Ford Field. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
To throw is Boykin. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Boykin. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Boykin now off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants that. No escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they...